In this last video, I would like to talk about the top part of the marking rubric, section 1, 2, and 3, because some of you you are asking me how to do this and to do a video on this. So okay, that's fine. So I'm going to take one example here. Servant leadership, section 1. Here there are two sections where the marks are awarded. The section is on the reporting of result, and the second section is on the implication of those results. So if you refer back to the document that we have been using, that I've been using with you for the few sessions. So let me move to servant leadership. This is an example of what the two sections are, 5 marks. Now for 5 marks, what you should do is you should have some definition. What is servant leadership? Explanation of the 6th dimension, blah blah blah. Of course, you must do citation. Remember, 10 citation minimum required for this individual assignment. Then I would suggest that I mentioned this in the lecture as well, that for simplicity's sake, for ease of reference, just put a small table with your score, your assessment score here. So I've done this, for example, voluntary subordination 4 and so on. Then I have an overall score for servant leadership 5.17. Then the next section where you score 10 marks, this is where you talk about the implication. What do the scores mean, and what does the overall score mean? What do they mean for me in terms of leadership? So I give an example here. I will say something like this: the results suggest to me I scored highly in terms of overall servant leadership. This means that my leadership behavior reflect those of a servant leader as measured by the assessment. In terms of voluntary subordination, my score is 4, which means blah blah blah. Okay, so you will continue to talk about 1, 2, 3, 4. Whether you want to give an example, whether you want to do additional references, that's up to you, but I would recommend you to talk to your own tutor who is going to mark the paper, see what they want, and follow according to their requirement. Broadly, the structure of where the marks will go, what section that you should cover, and the quality of your assignment, I would have covered in all the videos. So the expectation is there. Other than that, minor details, the tutor have a leeway. They are able to set for you, communicate with you, so that you know clearly what is expected of you, so that would be fair. I will honor what the tutor will stipulate, but the bare minimum, you have to do what I have mentioned in all the videos, because this is how you are being assessed based on the rubric. 5 marks here, 10 marks here, and so on. So each of the section has equal division of marks, so you have to do accordingly. Machiavellian leadership, the big 5 personality, and I have done quite a lot on the 4-frame leadership and the metrics table. So, and also section 5 where we talk about leadership development. Okay, so lastly, just want you to take note about the penalty. So what you should do, you should state the word count. Make sure you don't exceed 2005. I think I have given you a leeway of plus or minus 5%. Make sure you attach the turning in report. Don't exceed the requirement. I think it's 15%. If I'm not mistaken, you go and check on your own. Let me just check quickly. It says here, turning in is 10%, sorry, 10%, and I print it out and attach to the appendix. Furthermore, attach the assessment, the survey, together at the back in the appendix, and then make sure you cite the required 10 journals. Otherwise, you will lose quite a lot of marks. Let's say if there are supposed to be 4 attachments. If you don't attach 4, you will lose 20 marks. Finally, for 6, overall quality of written submission, marks will be given for grammar, composition, and layout, meaning if you have done a good job, so at least you get 10 marks. So this rubric is marked total, forget about the blue color alphabet here, total of 100 marks. You get 100 marks, you get 35%. Your individual assignment is worth 35%, which is a lot. I strongly recommend that you spend a lot of effort doing it well. So next week, you're supposed to submit this individual assignment. And I did mention that you should submit to your tutor. So you should engage your tutor, talk to your tutor, and decide on which day next week that is agreeable for your side and the tutor to submit. Okay, thank you.